Okay, greetings one and all. Again, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 3. Yes, day number 3, week 7, spring 2025 of our journey together. Day number 3, week 7, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight. It's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. So today we are still on our speed, distance, time, theme. We started off this week with good night. We started off this week with time questions. That was on Monday. We did time questions, and then on Tuesday, which was yesterday, what did we do yesterday? We learned about what? We learned about yesterday. I'm gonna remember.
Average speed.
Average speed. We learned about the formulas, right? We said that speed is equals to what? Speed is what?
Distance divided by time.
Distance over time. Very good. We call this a speed distance time triangle, right? Where we could use the same triangle to find all 3 formulas. So speed is distance over time. Time is distance over speed. And then we have distance is speed times time, okay? And that's basically how we are able to do it. So let me clear our drawings. Today, as you can see from the topic, we're going to be looking at what?
Travel graphs.
Travel graphs. Travel graphs. Any of you are familiar with travel graphs? I've done them before. Heard about them. Like, anyone ever did travel graphs before? What?
Yes, sir.
Travel graphs. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at travel graphs, what they are, and also how we interpret them. That's very important. What they are and how we interpret those travel graphs. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at today for this evening. Okay, so first let's go and talk about what it means when we have certain things on a travel graph. So when you see a travel graph, right, and you have a horizontal line, right? The horizontal line, and when we say horizontal, right, when we say horizontal, horizontal means that it's what? It's going from left to right. That's what I mean by horizontal line. So every time we have a horizontal line, it means that the object, write this down for me, please. It means that the object is not moving or the object is stationary. That's what we mean when we have a horizontal line. It means that the object is not moving or it is stationary. So in the travel graph, when we have a horizontal line, it means that the object is stationary. It means that the object is not moving. So we have something like this. This right here is a horizontal line, right? Horizontal line. It means that the object is not moving. The object is stationary, okay? So what does it mean when we have a horizontal line in a travel graph? What does that mean, class? That means what?
The object is not moving. That the object is stationary.
The object is stationary, right? It's still, standing still. It's not moving, right? That's what I mean by when we have a straight line, right? So go ahead, Antoine, read what the sentence that we have here. Go ahead, Antoine. Read the sentence. I can't hear from Antoine. Let's go Aiden Ardley. Aiden Ardley, can you hear me? Yes, Aiden Ardley.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Read the sentence for me, please, when considering.
When considering travel graphs, a horizontal line, a line that goes from left to right, means that the object is not moving.
Very good. It means that the object is not moving, it's standing still. All right. And Randolph Bethel, can you read this sentence for me, please? Randolph Bethel. Where's Randolph? Randolph Bethel, can you hear me? Can't hear from Randolph. Rashid Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read the sentence.
When considering travel graphs, a horizontal line, a line that goes from left to right, means that the object is not moving.
Very good. So if you have a
Are we
horizontal
going to
line,
use graph paper?
yes, you could use graph paper for this, yes. If you have graph paper, this would be a perfect time to use it. If not, then it's kind of the geometry. You have to physically draw it. Okay, so the next thing is, that's when it's horizontal line. It means that it's stationary, it's not moving. If we have a slanting line, right? If we have a slanting line, a slanting line means that the object is increasing and it's moving at a constant speed, right? So for example, let me show you what I mean here. This slanting line, let me draw the slanting line for you right here. This right here is the slanting line. It means that the object is moving and it's moving, it's moving, it's moving, right? So the object is moving and moving and moving and moving. It has a positive slope. It's ascending. So that means that the object is moving at constant speed, all right? So class, what do we mean when we have a slanting line for travel graphs? What does that mean? A slanting graph, a slanting
The
line.
object is moving at a constant speed.
Very good. The object is moving at a constant speed. The line is ascending. As time increases, our distance is also increasing. We have a positive slope, which means that we have a constant speed. So, quick recap. Slanting line means what? What does slanting line mean?
Slanting line means the object is moving at a constant
The
speed.
object is moving at a constant speed.
Very good. Now, what if we, good evening. What if we have, say, what if we have a horizontal line? What does a horizontal line mean?
A horizontal line means the object is not moving at all.
The object is not moving at all. Very good. The object is, yes,
Stationary.
the object is stationary. Thank you. The object is stationary. Okay. All right. So moving slantingly with a positive slope, it means that the object is moving at a constant speed. If it's a horizontal line, it means that the object is not moving, it's standing still. What if we have another like horizontal, another slanting line, but this time we have a negative slope, right? So I say that we have a slanting line that's not ascending, but a slanting line that is descending with a negative slope. That means that the object is reversing, right? The object is reversing at constant speed, right? It means that the object is reversing at constant speed. So go ahead, Kanan, read the new line I read. I have the slanting line that is descending.
A slanting line that is descending, a negative slope, means that the object is moving in reverse and the speed is constant.
Very good. Moving in reverse and the speed is constant. Very good. All right, so let's go ahead and draw this, right? So let's say we have, let me show you all that all together so that you can actually like, have a good sense of what we have all together. I want you to draw the image that I have on the right-hand side. And this tells us everything that we need to know. So when we have a slanting line that has a positive slope, right? A slanting line that has a positive slope, it means that the object is moving forward at a constant speed. When we have a horizontal line, it means that the object is not moving, it's at rest, stationary. And when we have a line that is slanting, but it's descending and has a negative slope, it means that the object is going in reverse. So let's say I went to the park, I stayed at the park, and now I'm going back home. I went to the park, I stayed at the park, and now I'm going back home. So I am moving forward, constant speed, ascending. I am at rest, I'm staying at the park, doing stuff, but I'm at the park, I haven't moved from the park. And now I'm going back home. I'm reversing, right? I'm going back home. Does this make sense to you all? The 3 directions and movement stuff? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
That makes sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
Only 2% is answering. The rest of you, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Let me know
Yes,
if
sir.
you.
Yes,
So-
sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Do
Yes,
we have
sir.
to draw that diagram also?
Yes, you have to draw the diagram. I repeat, you have to draw the diagram. All right. So
Okay, thank you.
go ahead, Precious. Read this paragraph for me when considering travel graphs. Go ahead. Precious Sands, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Read the paragraph, please.
When considering travel graphs, a horizontal line, a line that goes from left to right, means that the object is not moving.
Mm-hmm.
A slanted line that is ascending positive slope means that the object is moving at a consistent speed.
Mm-hmm.
A slanted line that is descending negative slope means that the object is moving in reverse and the speed is consistent.
And the speed is constant.
Constant.
Very good. The speed is constant. So Lavender, what do we mean by a line that is ascending but has a positive slope?
It means that the object is moving at a constant speed.
Very good. Liliana, where's Liliana?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by a horizontal line? What does that mean?
The object is not moving.
Very good. The object is not moving, it's at rest. Very good. And Kamani, what do we mean by a descending line that has a negative slope? Kamani?
Me?
Kamani, yes. What do we mean by a line, a slanting line that has a negative slope and
It's going in reverse.
the object is going in reverse? Very good. How does your diagram look? Does it look nice like mine's, or better, or worse, or about this? I don't believe that.
Word.
Worse.
I
Okay.
It's okay.
totally agree.
It's okay. All right. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. This is the first slide. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. This is the first slide. Johnny, where's Johnny? Johnny, can you hear me?
Yes.
The word is yes, sir, or no, sir, Johnny. Go ahead and read the first paragraph, Johnny. When considering
Travel graphs, a horizontal line, a line that goes from left to right, means that the object is not moving.
read the rest. The whole paragraph. Read the rest, Johnny.
A slanting line that is ascending positive slope means that the object is moving at a constant speed. A slanting line that is descending negative slope means that the object is moving in reverse and the speed is constant.
Very good. Alex Xavier.
Yes, I just came back.
Okay. All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. So
Okay.
take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp for me. All right. So let me go ahead and unmute the mics of a lot of us who is not speaking. All right. So if it's remember, if it has a slanting, if it's a slanting line and it's ascending, that means it's moving at a constant speed and the object is moving forward, right? If we have a case where we have a line that is horizontal, right? Horizontal line means that it's not moving. And then if we have a line that is slanting but has a negative slope, that means that the object is going in reverse at a constant speed. All right, that makes sense, right? Let me know if y'all understand that so far. Let me know, please, if you understand
Yes, sir.
what I have so far. All right. So I want us to draw this diagram that I'm going to show you, and then we're going to study the diagram, right? First, we're going to study the diagram, and then we are going to like answer the questions that are in the diagram. Okay. So first we're going to study it, figure out what's happening inside there, and then we are going to answer the questions, right? So let's do that. So let's go ahead and study this particular diagram. Please draw the diagram to the best of your ability. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just has to be there. All right, just so you have a sense of what's happening, right? So we have this diagram, and let me enlarge it. Again, please draw this diagram to the best of your ability. And we're gonna study what's happening inside of this diagram, right? So can someone tell me, let me open up the chart, by the way.
Excuse me, Mr. Bitty. May you go back to the first slide so I can take a picture, please?
All right, so this is the first slide. Yeah, this one is the first slide.
I have to get graph paper.
If you have graph and paper, you could use it. If you have graph and paper, you could use it. If you do not, then it's gonna be, you just have to use regular book and pencil and ruler.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these. So we have yeah. So let's go ahead and answer these. Well, not answer the questions yet, but let's go ahead and draw this. So we have, I want someone to tell me what time that, let's say this person is Kevin, right? Let's say Kevin rode his bike to his friend's house. What time, can someone tell me the time that Kevin left his home? What time did he leave his home?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Very good. What time did he leave his home? 9 o'clock. Very good.
9 o'clock.
I want someone to tell me, so I have this yellow part highlighted. What is happening here on this yellow part? Like, what is happening?
He's leaving.
He's what?
He's going somewhere.
Yeah, he's moving. He's moving forward, right? Moving forward. So the reason why we know he's moving forward is because it's a slanting line, but it's ascending, right? And that's a positive slope. He's also still moving here, right? Also still moving. But what time did he reach to his friend's house? What time did he arrive to his friend's
11?
house? No,
11.
No, it wasn't 11. What time?
12?
It wasn't 12.
10:45.
9:25?
No.
10:45.
9:25?
9:25.
1 o'clock.
11:30.
It
No.
looks like 10:45.
10:30?
It's not 10:30.
I think it's 10:45.
10:25.
10:25.
10,
10:45.
10:45, I think.
All right.
10:45.
Put your hands inside the chat. Let's settle this in the chat. What time did he arrive at his friend's house? Let's settle this inside the chat. Someone say 10:50. Someone said 10:50. Someone said I see a lot of 10:50s. Someone say 10:45. Okay. What time did he arrive at his friend's house? I see 10:25. I see 10:35. Okay. Please draw this image and inside the chat tell me what time. 10:50, 10:55, 10:50 to 11. Okay, what time did he arrive at his friend's house? What time did he arrive at his friend's house? 10:25. All right. Class, what did y'all put for this one? What time did he arrive at his friend's house?
10:50.
10:50. What did y'all put?
10:35.
10:35. Okay. It's a lot of
10:55.
10:55. Okay, there's a lot of different answers. Let's see how we're moving, right? That's the first thing. Let's see how we're moving. So the first thing we have to determine is how we are moving. So we have
They got 10:45.
10:45. Okay. So this is going to be from 9 to what? Let me use red. It's going to be from 9 to 9 what? 9:15. Right? It's going to be from 9:15 to 9:30. Because each interval is what? 15 minutes, right? And it's going to be from 9:30 to what? 9:45. And it's going to be from 9:45 to 10 o'clock. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to what? 10 what?
10:15.
10:15. 10:15. It's going to be from 10:15 to what?
10:30.
10:30. 10:30. 10:30. 10:30. And it's going to be from 10:30 to what?
10:45.
10:45. 10:45. And it's going to be from 10:45 to what? 11.
11.
So if we look carefully here, and if we draw this down, down, at what time did he arrive at his friend's house?
10:45.
10:45.
10:45.
10:45. Who all said 10:45? Let me hear you all.
I
I
Who all
got
said
said
that.
10:45?
I
They
did.
said that.
I did.
10:45. Very good.
I said
45.
10:45, sir.
You can't beat them, join them.
Go ahead.
I confused. I'm going.
We're confused?
I confused yourself.
All right. 1 plus
Like, why
1.
we counting at 15? Like,
1 plus 1 is what?
2.
2. Excellent, Antoine.
Why you say like that?
Let's go. Let's do it over. All right, Antoine. If you look at it, right, it's only 4 intervals. 1, 2, 3, 4. So and you're trying to figure out how to move from 9 to 10 o'clock. So if you do like 10, like if you do 10 minutes, it'll be like 9:10, 9:20, 9:30, but then it'll be 9:40. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. You see what I'm saying? You have to choose a
Yes, sir.
number that when you move it 4 times, it gives you 10 o'clock. It's gonna be what? 9:15, 9:30,
9:30.
9:45, and then 10 o'clock, right? And then
Yes,
you're
sir.
gonna go from 10 o'clock to 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, and then 11. Okay. So that's how
Yes,
you would
sir.
that's how you get. At first, when I was your age, I struggled to figure out like what it was as well. I understood the topic. I just didn't understand how my teacher was dividing it. But all you need to do, because if you do 60 divided by, if you do 60 divided by 4, what is 60? 60 divided by 4. What is 60 divided by 4? That's what?
15.
60 divided by 4 is exactly 15. So that's another way you could do it too. Because there is how many spaces? It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. So since there are 4 lines, and you know that an hour has 60 minutes, you're gonna say 60 divided by 4, and 60
Yes, sir.
divided by 4 gives you 15. So that's how you know what each line is. Okay, that's just one way to figure it out. Or you just could use regular mental math to figure it out. So we know that he arrived at his friend's house at 10:45. 15 minutes away from 11 10:40, 11 o'clock. Please draw this image. Draw this image, please. Draw the diagram. How many persons have already drawn the diagram? Let me know, please.
I have.
I'm still drawing it.
Persons have already drawn the diagram.
I have graph paper. So I have a sheet of graph paper, so I just.
I lost my graph paper book.
All right, draw it inside of your regular book if you don't have a graph paper then. All right, so my next question is, how long did he stay at his friend's house? How long did he stay at his
1 hour.
friend's? How long did he stay at his friend's house?
An hour.
Oh, 45 minutes.
45 minutes. How long did he stay at his friend's house?
An hour. An
It
hour.
can't be an hour because
An hour.
if he arrived at 10:45 and the time on the bottom right say 11 o'clock, that means he could like leave 11 o'clock or something. Or it could be 12 o'clock.
Okay, so
I have a different way of doing it.
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's go ahead and first thing we're gonna do, right? First thing we're gonna do is this. Let's determine.
It's my easy way.
No, we're not doing that yet. I just gotta explain what's happening here. Let's determine what this is, right? What do we mean when we have a straight line? What do we say a straight line means? A straight line means
The object is not in motion.
very good. The object is a rest. Very good. It's at rest. So again, let me ask the question again. How long did he stay at his friend's house?
1 hour.
1 hour.
An hour.
An hour. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Okay, it could be an hour and something minutes because he arrived at 10:45.
I say an hour.
You say an
According
hour?
to the graph, I think it's an hour.
According to the graph, you think it's an hour.
1
So,
hour.
all right.
1 hour and 45 minutes.
1 hour and 45 minutes. Who said that?
Tamaya.
Okay, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
1 hour and 15 minutes.
1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, let me ask this question then. What time did he leave his friend's house? Maybe that's helpful. What time did
11:45.
What time did he leave his friend's house?
1 hour and 15 minutes.
No.
11:45.
What time did he leave his friend's house?
He left his friend's house at 11:45.
At what time?
10:45.
10:45?
11:45.
11:45.
All right, let's check.
11
right.
o'clock.
Look here. This is where he left his friend's house, right there. At this time, right? So this is what, 11? It's gonna be what? 11:15. 11:15 right there, right? This is gonna be what? 11 what?
11:30.
11:30. 11:30.
11:40.
And this is gonna be what? 11 what?
45.
11:45.
So 1 hour and 15 minutes.
How is that an hour and 15 minutes? Let's subtract. Okay, so let's subtract out. Let's subtract time. Okay. Subtract hours and minutes.
Finally, we doing something I can understand.
Never.
All right. 11:45 is the time he left, right?
Yes, right.
And then 10:45 is the time what? Is
He arrived.
the time he arrived, right? So what does that mean? We do 5 minus 5, which is what?
0.
4 minus 4, which is what?
0.
0. 1 minus 0 is what?
1.
So that's gonna be, and this is 0, right? So I mean that's gonna be what exactly?
1 hour.
1 hour. 1 hour. How y'all getting 1 hour and 15 minutes? Because look, from 10:45 to 11:45, that is what? That is what?
1 hour.
1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour.
Here's your activity.
Yes.
Could you, I had to go get my graph paper. Could you re-explain this to me, please?
Please.
Say it again. Alea?
I had to go get my graph paper. Could you re-explain this to me, please?
You mean starting from like what we doing right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first question I asked them is, I said, At what time did he leave? You understand what we doing there, right? We ascending and then we rested, right?
Yes, sir, but I don't understand how you get to 145 for that.
Okay, good. So you understand that the straight line or the horizontal line means rest, right? Understand that?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So that means that he's resting at his friend's house. He's not moving, right? He's at his friend's house and he arrived at his friend's house at what time? This is 10 o'clock. This is 10:15. This is 10:30. This is 10:45. So what time did he arrive at his friend's house? Leah.
10:45.
Very
But
good.
how did you
10:45. Uh-huh.
how did you know how did you know that
How did I
that
know?
was 50 in between each square?
Oh, that's a good question because if you notice, this is 9 o'clock and this is 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, let's try it. If we say, let's try 5 minutes. If we say 5 minutes, it's going to be 9, 9:05, 9:10, 9:15, 9:20. That's not work because this is 10 o'clock, right? Okay, so 5 minutes is not going to work. Let's try 10 minutes. 9 o'clock, 9:10, 9:30, sorry, 9:10, 9:20, 9:30, 9:40. That's not going to work because this is what? 10 o'clock. Okay, let's try 15. 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock. So it has to be 15 because there are 4 intervals. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. So if there are 4 intervals, that means that this is 10, this is 10:40, this is 10:15, this is 10:30, this is 10:45. So we arrive at his friend's house at what time?
10:45.
10:45. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So he arrived at his friend's house at 10:45 and he leaves at what time?
11:45.
11:45 because this is 11, this is 11:15, 11:30, and 11 what? 45, right? So what is 11:45? So what is 10:45 and 11:45? That's gonna be what?
An hour.
1 hour. So how long did he take at his friend's house?
1 hour.
Exactly 1 hour. Very good. Do you all understand that or no? Let me know, please, if you all understand that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's only like 2 persons.
Yes, sir.
The rest of
you
y'all,
understand that, right?
you all
Yes,
understand
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Who do not understand that? Who do not understand?
I in between. I ain't gonna lie. I in between.
You in between? Who else is in between? Leah?
Me.
Maya,
Mr.
Leah?
G, you know
Uh-huh.
you gotta do one more example because you know I lost.
Loss?
Pardon me, Mr. G.
Go ahead.
I will have to leave and rejoin the meeting, seeing as I am going home.
All right, no problem, no problem. I mean, you didn't have to give us a whole speech, but it's fine.
Good English.
I know, right? Henceforth, I shall leave this meeting and rejoin. Okay, so
Yeah, my mic wasn't working just now. I say I'm not
you're
a
not
little
understand.
confused too.
You're a little confused. Which part?
Because where he's still trying to draw this.
Oh, because you're still trying to. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. What I will do, let me erase this. Clear all drawings. Clear all drawings. Let's begin with the question. Keep. Okay, so y'all good. So we could be able to do it like that because I want us to make sure please draw this diagram. Draw this diagram, okay? Okay, so what do we have to do? The first thing we're gonna say and let's write down the questions associated with this. We're gonna go over it step by step. So let's say that good. Okay. Go ahead, Natasha, Nick. Mia, read the question, please. Kevin Road. Mia. Kevin rode
his bike. Kevin rode his bike from his house to a friend's house. On the way, he had a flat tire. A. How many minutes after he left home did he have the flat tire? A. 2. Write the answer as a fraction of an hour. B. He then walked the rest of the way to his friend's house. How far did he walk to get to his friend's house?
Very good. Excuse me, Makaya Roka, read the question for me, please.
Kevin rode his bike from his home to a friend's house. On the way, he had a flat tire. A. How many minutes after he left home did he have a flat tire? Write the answer as a fraction of an hour. B. He then walked the rest of the way to his friend's house. How far did he walk to get to his friend's house?
Very good. Good.
Mr. Petit, you spelled tire wrong.
That's another way to spell tire. The weird way. Okay, so let's answer the first question. Please write this down for me, please. Again, please write this down for me. The first question, go ahead and one.
Mr. Betty, do you mean like how long he had the flat tire for?
No, how many minutes after he left home did he have the flat tire?
Or did it come after he left home? Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes. How many minutes after he left home did he have the flat tire? Okay. Torika, can you hear me? Where's Torika? Where's Torika? Torika, can you hear me? I can't hear from Torika. Trayvon Monka.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read this question for me, please. By the way, everyone should be writing the questions down. Are y'all writing this down? Let me know if y'all writing this down, please.
Yes,
Everyone should
sir.
be writing this down.
Yes, sir.
I think it's spelled the word tire wrong.
Everyone should be writing this question down. Go ahead.
So, right, I can't, okay.
You can see
Kevin
it?
rode his bike from his house to a friend's house. On the way, he had a flat tire. How many minutes after he left his house did he have the flat tire? It's a bad way to spell that. Okay.
Yes. Read the full question.
Write the answer as a fraction of an hour. He then walks the rest of the way to his friend's house. How far did he walk to get to his friend's house? At his friend's house, he repaired the tire, played video games, then left. How long did Kevin stay at his friend's house?
Okay, so you know that they're like American and British way of spelling stuff. Kind of like color and color. You know, this is the British way of spelling tile. Okay. So let's answer the first question. The first question says, how many minutes after he left home did he have the flat tire? What's your answer for that one? What is your answer for
3
that?
over 4. You say
No.
right, the answer is other word.
No, that's AI. I just want AI. How many
It's
minutes
45
after he left home did he have the flat tire?
45 minutes after he left home.
You said what?
1 hour and 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out what time did he have this flat tire? And apparently he had the flat tire right here. And you could tell he had a flat tire because
It kind of stopped.
It not stop, but the speed was not as fast. Like the speed here is much faster than here. So we had the flat tire right here. So we're gonna say here, we're gonna bring this down and down and down. And so this here is what? 15 minutes, so it's 9:15. So this is 15 minutes. Okay. This right here is another 15 minutes. Right, 9:30. And this one right here, so another 15 minutes. So 15, 15, 15, and 15. That's gonna be what?
45.
15 times 3
45.
is what? 15
45.
15 times 3 is 45. Very good. 15 times 3. So we have here, we have 3 times 5 is what? It's going to be, you know what? I should write this. 3 times 5 is what? 15.
15.
Put the 5 down, but the
Carry the 1.
1. 3 times 1 is what?
3 and
Plus
1 is
1
4.
is 4. Very good.
4.
4. And so what that means is, that means that how many minutes after he left home did he have the flat tire? The answer is 45 minutes. 45 minutes. All right, 45 minutes. All right, how many persons have 45 minutes? Let me know, please.
I do.
I do.
Okay, do y'all
I
understand?
got it.
Do y'all understand how I got 45 minutes? Let me know. if you
Yes, I
understand.
understand that so far.
Understand that so far? Okay, good. All right.
I realized where I went wrong because I
Hey.
thought the part where it was completely still was the part where he got a flat tire, but then I realized that was by the friend's house.
Exactly. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Can you explain it again, please?
Canaan? Oh.
I just want to make sure I have a crystal clear.
Yeah. I got you red-handed.
Because remember when the test come, no excuses.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is where he had the flat tire, Canaan. Now we know that this is where he had the flat tire because as you can see, his speed changed. Like he was going very fast, and then even though he's still going, but the speed like dipped. So we had the flat tire definitely right here at this particular spot. And so they say how many minutes after he left home did he have the flat tire? So this is 9 o'clock, 9:15, right? So we have 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, and 9:45, right? And so we have that right there. And this is going to be where he had it. Make sense, Kana?
Yeah, so thank you.
Yes, go ahead. It's one question.
That piece there where he slowed down, does that mean that's where he was walking?
He's walking?
Yeah, because like I was thinking that flat piece was when he had the flat as well. So I'm saying the slower piece is because he was walking with the bike.
That's correct.
Oh, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good point. Very good point. All right. Now let's go on to the next question. The next question says, write the answer as a fraction of an hour. So what is 45 minutes as a fraction of an hour?
3/4, 3/4, or 45 over 60.
So we're going to say 45 over what? 45 over?
45 over 60 is equal to 3/4.
Where did you get 60 from?
Because there's 60 minutes an hour.
60 minutes an hour. Very good. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And so we have 45 over 60. What could we do here? We could
simplify.
We could simplify. Very good.
15, the highest common.
Divide by 15.
Yeah, we
Or
could.
you could go
We could say. We could say.
from 5 or 15.
We could divide by what? We could divide by 5 twice.
But you could add by 15.
You
And
could
you would
divide by
get
15, and then you just get 3/4. 3/4.
3/4.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll divide by 5 twice because that would probably be what I'd actually do. Like, I mean, I wouldn't think to divide by 15 unless, I mean, obviously that's what you could do. That's probably that's the most efficient way to do it. But 45 divided by 5 is what? 9.
9.
45 divided by 5 is 9.
And 60 divided by 5 is what?
12.
12. But we're not done, right? 9 over 12, we're not finished. We have to divide
No,
again,
we could
right?
do again by 3.
Divide by 3, top and bottom by 3. 9 divided by 3 is what?
3.
9 divided by 3 is 3. And 12 divided by 3 is what?
4.
4.
4.
So the answer is 3/4. Do you all understand how I got that? 3/4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me know, please, if you
Yes,
understand how I.
sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not hearing from Carmelo Fernando. Carmelo, can you hear me? Carmelo Fernando, can you hear me?
Excuse me, we don't have to simplify it, right?
Is what you mean for AI?
For A2, yes, sir.
Yes, I would recommend that you simplify it.
Okay, yes, sir.
That's 3/4. Go ahead. Yes.
So this question, how many points is it?
I'll have to look at the past paper. I didn't put it there.
Oh, because I was wondering if we have to show work in here, because my mind went straight to 3/4.
Straight to 3/4, like immediately. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would say show all working. You always want to show all working, right? There's no, you wouldn't. When in doubt, show all working always. D'Angelo Smith, can you hear me? Where's D'Angelo?
So,
D'Angelo, why are you not participating in class? Where's D'Angelo? Can you hear me? D'Angelo, can you hear me? D'Angelo Smith, can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you're not participating in class. Why is that? You just log on. You just log on and you don't send in your work. You don't do no quiz. So you just here. So let me ask a question. Why do you come to my class if you're not participating and you're not doing the work? Why is that? You have to actually do the work, D'Angelo. You understand me, D'Angelo? So how come you haven't sent in the notes?
And
Say it again.
I didn't get a chance to get sent from mommy.
Say it again.
Okay, I have all my notes and I can't find it, so I have to
He participated.
Say it again.
I had to get in the book because I couldn't find all the book without all my notes in it.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Where's your notes? What I need you to do is take a picture of your notes. Does anyone have a phone around you?
Me.
Not. I mean, D'Angelo. D'Angelo, do you have a phone? Or your mommy or your daddy have a phone?
My daddy ain't home.
Well, someone around you. Does anyone have a phone?
I could send it to my mommy.
Yeah, send it to your mommy. That's a good idea. Send your notes to your mommy so she could send them to me. All right.
Mr. Petit, can I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. All right. Now B. Antoine read B. He then walked.
He then walked the rest of the way to his friend's house. How far did he walk to get to his friend's house?
Very good. How far did he walk to get to his friend's house? How far did he walk to get to his friend's house?
5 p.m.
Say it again. How far did he walk to get his friend? So remember, the incident of his flat tire happened where it happened. Let me use the red.
9:45.
It happened right here, right? At the 20 km mark. And when did he arrive at his friend's house?
The 25.
At the what? At the
25 km
at the 25 km mark, right? The 25 and 20. So what is the difference between that?
5
kilometers.
5 kilometers, very good. And how do we get 5 kilometers? We did what?
Subtract 25 and 20.
Very good.
20 from 25, sorry.
Very good. We do 25 minus 20, and what we get? We get
5.
We get 5. All right, so the answer here is going to be
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers, very good. So quick recap. What we did here is that we're trying to figure out the distance that he walked the rest of the way. So it's going to be from 20 to 25, right? From 20 to 25, because he got a flat tire here, and then he arrived at his friend's house at the 25 kilometer mark, okay? Now, number 5. Go ahead, Makeo, read number Read, I said number 5. Part C. At his friend's house.
At his friend's house, he repaired the tire, played video games, then left. How long did Kevin stay at his friend's house?
Read that again one more time.
At his friend's house, he repaired the tire, played video games, then left. How long did Kevin stay at his friend's house?
Very good. How long did Kevin stay at his friend's house? I think we did this question before.
An hour.
How long did he stay at his friend's house? At how long?
1 hour.
1 hour.
An hour.
And how do we know that?
Because he arrived at 12:45
and he left at 11:45.
Very good. Because he arrived, right? He arrived, and this is well documented. Okay. He arrived at 10:45. So now he arrived right there. Right? And he left right there. All right. And so that means that this is the time, right, in which he stayed at his friend's house, the same time right now. Okay. And so if you look carefully, what we're gonna do in order to get our answer is we simply gonna subtract. We're gonna say hours and minutes. Hours and minutes. Okay, so it took him, so he left at 11:45. All right. And he arrived, sorry. Yeah, he left at 11:45 and he arrived at his friend's house at 10:45. So how long did he stay? Five minus 5 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 1.
0.
I mean 0. And so it's going to be what? 1 hour. 1 hour. All right, let me know if y'all understand that, please. Again, let me know if y'all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The rest of us,
Yes,
please,
sir.
please answer. Do y'all understand what I did just now? How I got to 1 hour?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Laura, you just arrived. Obviously, you wouldn't understand. You just reached. Okay. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you understand how to do this question, put I inside the chat again. If you understand how to do this quick question, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand how to do this, put N. If you do not understand how to do this, put N. Again, if you do not understand, put N. But if you do understand how to do this, put I inside the chat. All right. Again, if you do understand, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, put N. Priya, where's Priya? Priya, can you hear me? Priya, can you hear me? How about Rashid Wilson? Rashid Wilson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how I got this, Rashid? Rashid Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Rihanna, do you understand this? Rihanna.
Yes, sir.
Good. And Makai, do you understand this? Where's Makai?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Crimson, do you understand this? Crimson, do you understand? You sure, Crimson?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Jada, do you understand this?
I do.
And Jervin Smith, where's Jervin Smith?
Hey, Brasson's fine night for them. Hey, respond.
Yeah, you was not attending classes. What happened?
Uh, it was like a personal vibe going on.
Okay, are you good now?
Yes, sir. I can explain to you when they come back to class on Sunday.
Don't lie.
I did serious.
Don't lie.
That look, you get kicked videos with.
Oh gosh. You didn't have the anyway. Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do y'all understand this or no? Y'all don't understand how I get these answers.
I understand.
Understand? Who do not understand how I get this? We do not understand. Let me know,
Me.
please. Laura. Obviously, you just reached Laura, so of course you don't understand. Who does not understand? One said N. Jervin, obviously Jervin did not understand. Y'all just reached. Come on. Okay. Okay, so Frambergy doesn't understand. Okay. All right, so I have to continue this question, and then we're gonna do something else. Okay. So I don't understand. I just read. Okay, good. Okay, so let's look at this chart again. So let me look at this. Let's put this on another slide. It's the same chart. If you have not drawn the chart, make sure you draw the chart. Again, if you have not drawn the chart, make sure you go ahead and draw the chart. And it's just a continuation of what we have been doing so far. So it says it's gonna be.
I'm really not good at writing that.
It's gonna be D and C. Go ahead, Cleveland. D and E, read D and E for me, please.
On the way home, Kevin stopped at a shop. How far is it from his friend's house to the shop?
Very good. E.
Calculate his average speed after he left his friend's house for the store.
Very good. And Laura, read D and E for me, please. Those two questions.
On the way home, Kevin stopped at a shop. How far is it from his friend's house to the shop?
Very good.
He calculated his average speed after he left his friend's house for the store.
Very good. And Destiny Taylor. Where's Destiny Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Read D and E.
On the way home, Kevin stopped at a shop. How far is it from his friend's house to the shop? E. Calculate his average speed after he left his friend's house for the store.
Very good. Okay, so any idea on for D? On the way home, Kevin stopped at the shop. How far is his friend's house to the shop? What y'all got for
Take
that one?
away 25 from 10, and that'll give me 15.
He said that the answer is 15 for that one. Does anyone agree with him? Disagree? What y'all have for D?
15 kilometers.
It's 30 minutes.
It's what?
I
30
think it
minutes.
says how far, not how long.
You said how far?
How far?
You want the distance or the time?
How far?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Yeah. Anyone else? How far is his friend's house to the shop?
It's
it's
12
15 or 10.
kilometers.
It's 15. I think I know how to get the answer.
15 kilometers.
30
I
minutes.
think
15,
it's 15 or 10.
15 or 10. Okay. Anyone else?
It's 5 kilometers.
I
Sorry.
get
It's
10.
10. Okay. 10, 5, 15. That's interesting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess we're going in the 5 timetables. Anyone else? On the way home, Kevin stopped at the shop. How far is it from his friend's house? Yes.
I got 15
I think I know how to
kilometers.
get the answer.
15.
15. Go ahead, Antoine. How did you get your answer?
I didn't get my answer yet, but how to get? I think you're supposed to wait for you to finish explaining it, and then write the answer down.
Every two blocks is 5 kilometers.
Every two
So
blocks.
if you go straight across and then go down, try not to confuse yourself by following the slope.
Okay.
Just go straight across and go down. So every 2 blocks is
Either
5
get 10 kilometers.
We got 10 kilometers. Sashnik said
Yeah.
every 2 blocks is 5 kilometers. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do it together. All right.
10 kilometers.
Rosemary got 10. Okay, so here we have his friend's house is 25, right? So his friend's house is 25. So his friend's house is 25 kilometers away from his home. Right, that's why we have 25 right there. 25 right there. Okay. And the store is what? The store is how many kilometers away?
10
10
kilometers.
kilometers away. Right, 10 kilometers away. All right. So really and truly, what we want to figure out is we want to figure out what is this distance right there. The distance from the store and the friend's house. That's the distance. And so all we need to do is subtract, right? So we're going to say 25, right? 25 kilometers. 25 kilometers. Minus what? Minus 10. Minus 10 kilometers. Is equal to what? Is equal to what? 25 minus 10 is what?
15.
15, very good. 15 kilometers. All right, how many person said 15 kilometers? Let me know if you said 15 kilometers. How many person said 15 kilometers? Let me know if you all said 15.
I did.
Okay. So 15 kilometers is the correct answer for this one. Do you all understand how I got 15? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Did I tell you my way would work? I get the same answer.
That's a good one. But that's pretty simple.
I don't
Anyone?
understand how it gets 50.
You don't understand how I got 15?
No, sir.
I just subtract. So I took 25, right? Because it's 25 kilometers away, right? We're trying to find this distance. When you really think about it, we're just trying to find this distance right now. So if this one is 10 and this one is 25, the difference between them is going to be 15. I mean, you could do it any way you do, any way you slice or dice it, it's going to give you 15 because if you, let's say we go like this, right? So we know these two is going to be what? 5, right? We know these two is going to be what? 5, right? Then this one is going to be 5 again. That's 5, 10, 15. Okay. Does that make sense, Sasha Nick?
No, sir, because it says from his friend's house to the shop, not from his house.
Yeah, from his friend's house. His friend's house is here. We're trying to find this distance. The distance between this store and the friend's house. Right?
Which is 5 kilometers.
How is it 5 kilometers? What are you using to count? from here, from this house, this line to this line, there's no way that's 5 kilometers. Because if you move from here to here, that's 5. And if you move from here to here, that's another 5. And if you move from here to here, it's another 5. So that's 5, 10, 15. Okay. Do you understand that or no?
I was counting the next way, going back in reverse.
Are you counting to this home?
Yes, from the
From the
store
store to the home.
back to the friend's home.
From the store
I was,
back to the friend's home? Do you mean this one?
yeah, from that side.
From the store back to the friend's home? Okay, this is from the store back to his house. Because remember, home, friend's house, home. Right? So home, friend's house, home. So this line is going back home, not back to his friend's house. He just left his friend's house. All right. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense, actually. Let me know.
I still don't get it. It's the last part of the question that puzzled me. It says, how far is it from his friend's house to the store?
Yes. How far is it from his friend's house
To the store.
to the store? This is his friend's house right there. What is this? You can't use this line. This line is his home.
Yeah, because that's for time, right?
No, this line is his home. If we come back here, this is his house. This is the back to the base, right? This is not his. This is not his friend's house. Okay. All we did is subtract the 2. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now calculate his average speed after he left his friend's house for the store. So we should be able to do this with our eyes closed, right? Because we know what average speed is. We know what average speed is. So, by the way, let me do this one again. Give y'all a chance to think about that. What is average speed? Did anyone get this average speed while I was talking, explaining now? Is average speed. What is average speed? Say it again.
Average speed is distance divided by time.
Average speed is distance divided by time. Very good. So average speed. So average speed. So average speed. Let's write this down for me. Average speed. Average speed is going to be equal to what? Average speed is the distance, right? The distance divided by distance.
Time.
Divided by time. Very good. Distance all over time. And so what that equals, that's going to be equal to, what is the distance? What is the distance? The distance after he left his friend's house to the store. So what is the distance after he left his friend's house to the store?
20 kilometers.
No.
15 kilometers.
After he left his friend's house for the store. Oh. So his friend's house is here. Right? And we're trying to get to the what? To the store?
Yeah.
That's gonna be what? Right there? We just calculate that.
Yes, 25, take away 10.
Which is
It's
what?
15.
15. We just calculated that. So this distance is They're asking for the exact same distance. Okay. The distance from the friend's house to the store is going to be what? 15, what?
Kilometers.
15 kilometers. 15 kilometers. All over the time, what is the time? The time is what? The time, after he left his friend's house for the store.
30 minutes.
30 minutes? What time did he leave for the store?
When he leave his friend, that's like 11:45. And time he reached the store is like 12:15. So 15 and 15, I say is 30.
Okay, so this is his friend's house. He leaving his friend's house at this point.
11:45.
This is 11:15, 11:30, 11:45. Very good. And he reached the store at what time?
12:15. So that's why I say 30.
12:15. So basically, we are looking at what? This particular section. Right now.
30
this particular section. So again, let's go ahead and oopsies, where was I? Okay, again, let's go ahead and let me this right here is gonna be 11:15. So 11:15. I mean 11:45 rather.
45.
Right, because this is 11, 11:30, 11:15, 11:30, 11:45. And then we have 12. We have 12, then we have 12 for 15. So this right here is 12:15. And so we have 10:45, sorry, 11:45 to 12:15. If we were to subtract that, what is that? That's gonna be what? 15 and 15, that's what? 30 minutes, right?
I said 30.
Yeah, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. What is 30 minutes in terms of an hour? Because remember we have to do kilometers per hour. So what is 30 minutes in terms of an hour?
Half an hour.
Half an
Half an hour.
Very good. So it's going to be 15 kilometers divided by 0.5, 0.5, or half an hour. Okay. Half an hour. Okay. So you have to divide that. We have to say 15 divided by 0.5 of an hour. You all know how to divide decimals. So 15 divided by 0.5. What do y'all get when y'all divide 15 by 0.5?
30.
Say it again.
30.
30. How y'all get that?
15 divided by 0.5.
Calculator.
No, no calculator. Use your hand. By hand. How will you do it by hand? Well, if we're trying to do it by hand,
Move the decimal place.
you have to move the decimal place. Very good, Jada. You have to move the decimal place. So we're gonna move, if we move this one once to the right, we have to move this one once to the right, which means that we're gonna have what? It's gonna be equal to 150.
5 divided by 150.
Say it again.
5 divided by 150.
Very good. 150 divided by 5. 150. How did we get to 150? 150 because we move the decimal point once over to the right. So that's going to be 150. And 0.5, we move that once over to the right. And so that's going to be divided by 5. Divided by 5. Divided by 5. Okay. And so we have those two. So if that's so now if when we divide them, right now when we divide them, we have 5 into 150. 5 into
156 every 30.
That's correct. 5 into 150. 5 into 15 is what?
3.
3. 5 times 3 is what?
15.
15. Very good. And 15
0,
minus 15
0.
is 0, 0. Right? 0, 0. Right now on the what?
0.
Right now on the 0. How many times does 5 go into 0?
0 times.
0 times 5 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay. So 150 divided by 5 is going to be what?
30.
30. 30. Very good. And so it's going to be equal to 30 what?
30 minutes.
No, we did with average speed.
Kilogram.
Average speed.
Kilogram.
Average speed.
Kilometers.
Average speed.
Hour.
Average speed, kilometers per
Hour.
hour. Kilometers per hour. So quick recap. What did we do? Quick recap. We said average speed is going to be equal to distance over time. The distance between his friend's house to the store is how much? How
30.
many? No, the distance between his
15
friend's house.
kilometers.
15 kilometers. Very good. The time taken is, we move from 11:45 to 12:15. That's going to be what? 30 minutes. Very good. And then we know 30 minutes is what? Half an hour or 0.5 of an hour. Very good. And so we say 15 divided by 0.5 of an hour. It's basically taking 15 and divided it by 0.5. We're going to move that over to the right. Boom. When we move it over to the right, that's going to be 150 divided by 5, which gives us 30. And so we have 150 divided by 30, and 150 divided by, 150 divided by 5, and that gives us 30. And so the answer is 30 kilometers per hour. Again, 30 kilometers per hour. Any
So,
questions?
Mr. Petit, did you give us something on how you say half an hour is 0.5? Like, we got something to say what is like the different time like that? Because I mean, I didn't know half an hour is 0.5.
That's a good question. The reason why I said is because we know that half an hour is literally
30 minutes.
Literally 30 minutes. So half, if I were to represent half as a fraction, that's what? 1/2, right?
Yeah.
But 1/2 is 0.5. Okay,
How though? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, how? Okay.
Yes.
That's a good question. So in order for us to do that, we have just to divide. So that's basically converting a fraction into a decimal. So we have 1/2. When anytime you want to convert a fraction to a decimal, you divide it. So you say 2 into 1. So 2 goes into 1 how many times? 0 times? 2 times 0 is going to be 0. 1 minus 0 is what? 0.
1.
I mean 1, sorry. 1. Okay. And so we allow, how many times does 2 go into 1? Well, we can't really do nothing. What we have to do is we have to add a decimal point. The decimal point gives us the permission to put any margin. Yeah. How many times does 2 go into 10?
5.
5. So 2 times 5 is 10. That is why 1/2 is 0.5. So that means that half an hour is actually 0.5 of an hour. Okay.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if I want to do that with all of the fraction,
yes,
that's how I would have to do that.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Same thing with 3/4. That's 0.75, right? You could do that just by dividing. Okay. Do you all have this written down? Let me know if you all have this written down.
Yes, sir. Mr. Petit, you should go to the next the slide before this, please.
I can. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do you all prefer travel graphs or time questions?
I like Monday.
Time questions.
Monday was good.
Say it again.
Monday was great.
Monday was great.
Time questions.
Y'all prefer?
Okay with that time question.
You prefer the travel graph or average speed, distance, time?
Average speed.
Average speed.
Average speed.
Average speed.
So
Average
y'all don't like travel graphs?
No.
No?
No, so
We liked it, but this one is more fun.
I'm
Wow.
gonna be honest, I do not like these at all.
this
Dude.
is complicated.
Yes,
Complicated?
it is. Yes, it is.
Complicated. Okay. All right, we got to simplify it. All right. Antoine, I'm not hearing you at all. What happened? Why you so quiet all of a sudden?
Oh, hold on. I was saying, like, you see, when you divide it and you do 1 minus 0 is 0. I was about to say you need circle.
No. No. It's just gonna be 0.5. All right, have y'all sent in your work? Let me know if you have sent in your work, please.
Yes, sir.
Again, let me know if you have sent in your work, please. Adron, where's Adron? Adron, can you hear me? Adron, can you hear me? I can't hear from Adron. Adron, can you hear me? Where's Adron? Stavonia, can you hear me? Stavonia Rule. Where's Stavonia?
Yes, sir.
Have you already written this down? Let me know, please.
I'm still writing.
Okay. Take a picture of this and take a screenshot of this because I'm about to change the slide.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Hmm?
Could you go to the slides before this, please?
Yes, I can. Okay, so let's so some people still think that this is complicated, so let's go ahead and do a recap on what we have been doing. So first of all, if we have a slanting, I want everyone to answer me, please. If we have a slanting line that is ascending, what is the object doing? What is the object doing? If we have a slanting,
Moving forward.
the object is what?
Moving forward. Moving at a consistent speed.
Very good. Moving forward at a constant speed. Very good. If we have a horizontal line, right?
Not moving.
No
What do we know about the object? The object is what?
Not moving.
It's at rest.
Stay in
Not
one
moving.
place.
It's at a rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you did not answer. Please answer for this last one. If we have a slanting line that's going downward, what does it mean about the object?
It's
Moving in reverse.
Moving in reverse.
Moving in reverse.
Moving in reverse. Okay. This is the key to understanding travel graphs. All right. You see a bunch of lines up and down, moving slant. Like what's happening? This is the interpretation. If we have a slanted line that's ascending, that means the object is moving forward. If we have a horizontal line, that means the object is at rest. And if we have a slanted line that's moving downward, that means the object is moving in reverse. Okay, so with that in consideration, let's go ahead and do a graded exercise. Hopefully you all do well with this graded exercise. So write this inside of your book. It's only 4 questions. Again, write this inside of your book. It's only 4 questions. Great exercise. What I want you to do is I want you to read the question and write down the question and the correct answer. You do not have to write the options down for this one. You do not have to write the options, all right? Just write the question and just put the correct word in it, or the sentence or phrase. For number 4, you have to actually draw this and place FRB. So it says on the graph below, write FRB for the places where the object is moving forward. Put F at rest, put R, and B for backwards. Okay, so FRB. F for forward, R for rest, and B for backwards. The object is moving backwards. Okay, all right. Okay. Natalia, or Natea Watson. What number you on? Natea Watson, what number you on? Natea Watson, you can't have a Natea. Rashad St. Fleur, what number you on? Rashad, number 2, very good. And by the way, it did land successfully, Rashad, the SpaceX thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw it in the newspaper this morning. Mark Albury, what number you on?
1.
Are you sending me your work? Because I don't know if I'm seeing him. Are you sending me your work, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Put your name when you send it the next time so I can know that's you.
Yes.
Maya Leah, what number you on? Maya Leah, what number you on?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay.
Somebody rewrite the questions.
Write the questions as well, but do not write the options. But you can write the questions down. But you don't have to write down all of the options. Kylie Welchcomb, what number you on? But you do not have to write down the options, only the question and the correct answer. Where is Kylie? Kylie Welchcomb, what number you on? Kylie. Yana from Kylie. Kyla, can you hear me? Where's Kyla? Kylie and Kyla, I cannot hear from those. Who is Len King? Len King, who is that? Len King. Is someone else, Len King? Who's that? Guess they have to switch that over. Chevette Harris, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2, okay. Kevin Wallace, what number you on? Kevin Wallace, what number you on? You could use your mic. Your mic is working, Kevin. Your mic is working. I don't know why you say your mic is not working. By the way, anyone who say their mic is not working, I don't really believe you, because that's another hack. Person say, "Oh, my mic is not working." At the time your mic is working, you just wanna try to outsmart people. Deja, then Denaj Moss. Denaj Moss, what number you on, Denaj?
Number 3.
Number 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 3. Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Denaj, have you sent in the workers yet from the previous slides?
Yes, sir.
And you sure you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ethan Adderley, what number you on? Ethan Adderley, what number you on? Ethan Adderley, can you hear me? That's Ethan. Can't hear from Ethan. Where is Charlitha?
Excuse me, Mr. Batilanda.
Who else? Who said it? Finish?
Trayvon.
Trayvon, very good. Take a picture of your work and send it to me, Trayvon. Charlitha, what number you on?
I am on number 4.
Joseph Kalma, where's Joseph Kalma? Joseph Kalma, are you there? Joseph Kalma, are you there?
Yeah.
Joseph Kalma, are you there?
Yeah. Hello?
Joseph Kalma, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, sir, boy.
Joseph Kalma, are you there?
What?
Joseph, I don't know why you're trying to show off. I don't understand why you're trying to show off inside my class. You already know how. You already know. You already know how. You already know how to respond to me. You already know how. So don't try to show off. I don't get it. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, Joseph.
So.
Alex Xavier, what number you on?
I am number 4.
Number 4. Good. Okay, so for number 4, what you have to do is you have to write F, R, or B. You're gonna write F for forward. You're gonna write R for resting. You're gonna write B for backward. Okay. Isaiah Brown. Where's Isaiah? Isaiah Brown. What number you on? What number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4?
Yes, sir.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
And Joel Cooper, what number you on?
Good thing I'm a number 4.
Number 4. You understand what to do, Joel?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Kamika Hepburn, what number you on? Kamika Hepburn, what number you on? Yana from Kamika. Kamika Hepburn, can you hear me? And Kiajane Bethel, what number you on, Kiajane? Kiajane, what number you on? I'm not hearing from Kiajane. Kiajane, can you hear me? Kiajane, what number you on? Yana from Kiajane. Liliana, what number you on, Liliana?
Number 4.
Number 4. Ziana Bo, or not Ziana, Zania Bo. Zania Bo. Zania Bo, can you hear me? Where's Zania? How about Xavier? Xavier Miller. Can you hear me, Xavier?
Yes, sir.
What number are you on, Xavier?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. Number 3 is good.
4, you want us to draw the diagram, right?
Yes, for number 4, please draw the diagram. Again, for number 4, you have to draw the diagram. All right, for number 4, you must draw the diagram. Again, for number 4, you have to draw the diagram.
Somebody, I just sent my work in.
Who's that speaking?
Christian Wilson.
Christian Wilson. Christian Wilson, good. All right, anyone else finished? Like Christian? Anyone else is finished? Like Christian? Anyone else? Let me know if you finish. No one else is finished?
I finished. I just waiting for me to give me the phone.
Okay, kind of. Anyone finish at least 1 through 3?
I'm finished, so.
You finish?
Yes, sir.
I'm finished 1 through 3.
Finish, I drawing the diagram.
But this heartache during these takes.
The diagram. Okay, the diagram is the one that giving you all that headache. Aiden Adderley, what number you on? Aiden Adderley, what number you on? I can't have from Aiden. D'Angelo Smith, what number you on, D'Angelo?
Number 2.
Number 2. Do you understand what you're doing?
No.
Okay. Dexter Hannah, what number you on, Dexter? And Jaden Seymour. Can you hear me, Jaden? Jaden Seymour, can you hear me? Okay, I can hear you. What number you on?
I'm on number 3.
You understand what you're doing or no? I can't hear you.
I'm sure.
Okay. Jasmine Rose, what number you on?
I'm finished.
Finish, okay. Is there anyone else who's finished just like Jasmine? Let me know, please. Patrick, what number you on? Good. Patrick, what number you on?
I'm on 2A, 2B, I mean.
2B. Okay. Like I said, you do not have to write the options down, only the question and the correct answer. So, Chanel Jones, what number you on? Chanel Jones, what number you on? That's Chanel Jones. Chanel Jones, can you hear me? I can't hear from Chanel. Torika, can you hear me? Where's Torika?
I can hear you.
What number you on?
I finished.
You finished the whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Trinasia Roll, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. And you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Valea Miller, what number you on?
I'm finished.
The whole thing? 1 through 4?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your work? Have you sent in your work?
I'm doing something with my phone right now, but when I get it back, I will.
Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
I sent in your work and I finished it.
Who's that speaking? Oh, Rashid, very good. Okay, so very good. So let's go ahead and answer these questions. Go ahead, Xavier Miller, read a horizontal line denotes that.
Horizontal line denotes that A, the object is moving forward. B, the object is at rest. C, the object is moving in reverse. I put B.
Very good. For this one, what do we have for number 1?
B.
B?
I have B.
B, very good. Anyone
B.
else have B? I only heard like 3 persons. What we have for?
I have B. I have B.
Very good. B.
I have B.
B, very good. The object is at rest. Very good. Skylar Hall, can you hear me? Where's Skylar Hall? Skylar Hall, can you hear me? Where's Skylar? Not really hearing from Skylar. Skylar Hall, can you hear me? Can't hear from Skylar. Ricardo, can you hear me? And Rodrigo Rule. Rodrigo, read number 2 for me, please. If an object.
I do number 2.
You can. Rodrigo Rule.
If an object is moving forward, what type of line is best suited to represent it? A, horizontal line. B, vertical line. C, a slanted line with a positive slope.
Very good. We have for number 2.
C.
We have a number 2.
C.
C. A slanted line.
C. A slanted line with slanted with positive slope. Why is that? Because what?
Because then I know to give us, that's what it says. That's why he put that answer.
Yes, because if an object is moving forward, the type of line that's best suited for it is going to be the
C.
The C, slanted line with positive slope.
With a positive slope.
Yeah. All right. When we say positive slope, we mean that it's ascending as time increases, distance increases as well. All right. Okay, good. Go ahead, Antoine, read number 3.
What does a slanting line that is descending tell us about the object?
Very good. Good.
A,
Read.
the object is moving forward. B, the object is moving in reverse. C, the object is at rest.
Very good. What do we have for number 3,
I have
class?
B. B.
B.
B.
Yes, like
anyone
triple B.
else? Anyone else for number 3?
B. B.
B.
B.
B.
B. Very good. B. It's B. The object is moving in reverse.
A reverse.
Very good. The object is moving in reverse. All right, number 4. On the graph FRB, on the graph below, write FRB. So we're gonna write F for forward. We're gonna write R
RB
for
line with a 0 is.
rested. We're gonna write R for resting, and we're gonna write B for backward. Okay, so first off, what is forward? It's gonna be what? This one.
That forward right there from the
F.
0.
F,
Yeah.
right?
0.
0 to between the 40.
This is what? Forward.
Okay. Yeah.
Forward.
And then
The
we're gonna
piece on
write
top right there with that little piece from 5 to 5.
Here to the top.
That would be R for F.
this would be R would be for right there, right?
No.
R.
I put the R on the other piece.
So R.
The other
R.
piece.
Yeah, so
This is also R.
R and
Yeah.
then
I
F
only put it once.
and then R again.
Or
I
then
put R to the top there. Yes,
Then
there.
R is here as well.
Yes.
Right. And then where we have B. B is what?
Right there for
down.
backward.
Yeah.
Yeah, B is there. Am I missing anything?
an F
I'm also missing
Yeah, so an F right there.
right there.
F right there.
F.
F right there. So what's happening? So the object is moving forward, rest, forward, rest, backwards. That makes sense to y'all?
Yeah, I only mess with the last
The last
R.
part.
The
All right.
R, no, the other part from not the one on top.
So this R.
Yeah, I missed that one.
All right. Anyone got all right? Anyone got all right? Let me know if you got all
Other than
right.
missing that one, I did get all right.
Okay.
I did.
4 to
I
4.
did.
4 to 4, 4 to 4, 4 to 4.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anyone got one wrong? One wrong. One wrong.
Me.
Trayvon. What you got wrong, Trayvon?
By mistake, I got number 1 wrong.
Oh wow, that's the easy one. That's the easy one. Very easy one. Okay, next. Put I inside the chat if you understand how to do these questions. Again, put I inside the chat if you understand how to do these questions. Put N if you do not understand. Again, put I inside the chat if you understand how to do these questions. Put N if you do not understand.
I understand so far.
So
I
far.
ain't saying it's 100% yet.
Yes. Okay. So of course we need to do more examples, and the more examples
Yes,
that
sir.
we do, we should be able to get better and better and better at it, right? So that's very important. Again, put I in the chat if you understand how to do these questions. Put I inside the chat if you understand how to do these questions. Put N if you do not understand how to do this or what we are doing. Okay.
Mr. DTA, you always understand.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Laura, what did you do? How did you do in our first one? Did you get them right? Or in these questions, Laura? How did you do? Where's Laura?
Yes, sir.
Did you get these questions right?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right or some wrong?
I want to get one wrong. Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. All right, good. Let's go ahead and move forward there. Okay, so we only have 10 minutes before language. I'm going to give us we're gonna do a quick section because I don't want to introduce anything new. We're going to the black screen, and I want us to go ahead and answer this question. So I have 2 questions here. I want you all to answer. Put inside the chat. It's gonna be question number 1. Question number 1. We have 9.
We're not writing this?
You write this down in your book. 1, 9, and 1 over 6. Right? Plus 2 over 3. All right. And the next one is number 2. It's going to be 2 and 7 over 10. Divided by 3. Not that's let's say 2. Let's say so write this down inside your book and calculate it. Put your answer inside the chat. Again, put your answer inside. Let's say 5. 5 and 7 over 10 divided by 3. Okie dokie. So the first one is 9 and 1 over 6 plus 2 over 3. The second one is 5 and 7 over 10 divided by 3. So for the first one, how would you all like attack it? What the first thing you think we're gonna do? What the first thing you would do if you were gonna answer this question?
Simplify 6 and 3.
No, that's not what
We're gonna change the.
Yes, we're gonna change
the proper fraction.
We change this mixed number into a improper fraction. So we're gonna say what? 9 times 6.
6 plus 1.
Plus 1. Very good. Well, the class, what is 9 times 6? Class, what is 9 times 6?
54.
54.
54.
Very good.
Plus 1 is 55.
Plus 1 is 55. Very good. So it's gonna be 55. 55 over what? Over
6.
Over 6.
The
Plus
6.
Plus what? Plus
2 over 3.
Plus 2 over 3. Very good. Good. Now, what's the next thing we're gonna do?
We're going to add 55 plus 2.
No.
57.
No.
No?
Find a common denominator.
Someone said it. Find the
Okay.
Common denominator.
Find the lowest common denominator or multiple. So what's the lowest common multiple of 6 and 3?
6.
6, yeah. What times 6 is 6?
1.
1. So it's gonna multiply times 1 times 1 times 1. And what times 3 is 6?
2.
Times 2 times what?
2.
Times 2. Very good. It's gonna be equal to 55 times 1 is what?
55.
Very good. 55 times 1 is 55. Over what?
6.
Over 6. Very good. Plus 2 times 2 is what?
4.
4. Over 3 times 2 is what?
6.
6. Very good. 55 plus 4 is going to be what?
59.
59. Very good. So we have 59 over 6. And we done, right? We're done. 59 over 6. We're finished. Get back at home. Is that true or no?
No, that could reduce lower.
So
No, we'll be able to do.
Reduce it lower.
You can't.
simplify.
No. What we have to do? We have 59 over 6. What we have to do? Yes, Liliana. What we have to do in order to get this? No one? What do we have to do?
Divide.
Divide. Very good. So we're going to say 6 into what? 6 into 59. Very good. How many times does 6 go into 59? 9 times. 6 times 9 is what? 54. And 9 minus 4 is what?
5.
5. So the whole number is going to be what?
9.
9. The numerator is going to be what?
5.
5. Very good. And the denominator is going to be what?
6.
6. Very good. So it's going to be equal to 9.
9 and 5 over 6.
9 and 5 over 6. Very good. 9 and 5 over 6. Any questions on that? Let me know, please, if you all understand that. Again, let me know if you all
I
understand that,
understand.
please.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? All right, now I got 9 and 5 over 6. Anyone got it before me, by the way? Or no?
I did.
I did.
Okay. Who said I did?
You didn't. You.
Laura?
Yes, sir.
Me.
Really? Okay.
Me too.
Okay. Do you all know how to do the division one?
Nope.
No?
No, I don't think so.
No? For the division one?
I lied.
Keep chain and flip.
No.
Someone said it.
Yeah, keep chain and flip.
Keep, switch, flip. That's KSF, right? So we're gonna do that. First thing I'm gonna change this into proper fraction. So we have 5 times 10. What is 5 times 10?
50.
50 plus 7.
57.
Very good. So it's gonna be what? 57 is equals to 57 over what?
10.
Over 10.
10.
Divided by
3.
3 over what? 3 over
1.
1. Very good. 3 over 1. Next, what we're gonna do? We're gonna say, okay, it's equal to 57 over 10.
Multiply.
Times.
I'm going to use the KSF. So I keep the first fraction. So I keep 57 over 10. I switch the division sign into a multiplication sign, right? So KS, S is for switch. And then F is going to be for flip. So I'm going to put the 3 down. I'm going to put the 1 up. Okay. It's going to be 1 over what? 1 over
3.
3. Okay. It's going to be equal to 57 times 1 is what?
57.
57 over what? 10 times 3 is
30.
what? 30. Very good. And so what we have to do here, we done, right? 57 over 30, we finish. Go home, that's it. No, we're done. What we have to do?
Divide.
We have to
Turn it
divide.
into a
Multiply.
Very good. So we say 30 into what?
57.
30 into 57.
One and 20.
How many times does? Yes, Nakara. Nakara, yeah.
Does the answer have to be a mixed fraction because I couldn't hear properly.
You always want to change it into a mixed fraction insofar as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, so change it back into a mixed fraction. So we say 30 into 57, that gives us what?
Once.
1. Yeah.
1.
57 minus 30 is what?
27.
27. Put the 7 down. 5 minus 3 is what?
2.
2.
2.
So the whole number is what?
1.
The whole number is 1.
1.
Okay.
Numero uno.
The numerator is what?
27 over 30.
27. The denominator is what?
30.
30. We could still simplify this because this is gonna be what?
3. You could use 3.
Yeah, I could use 3. I wonder if I could use 9. I can't use 9. 27 divided by 3 is what? 9, right?
9.
And 30 divided by 3 is what?
10.
10. So it's going to be 3.
1.
3. So it's going to be 1. And what? 9 over what?
9 over 10.
9 over 10. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And that makes sense. Do you all like the black screen or you prefer the white?
The black screen you can see better.
The black.
The black.
The black.
Black.
Wow. Incognito style.
Black.
Black is only for
I like
special.
black. Please no.
Black is only for special occasions.
Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. These questions should be routine for you. You should be able to know how to deal with fractions, mixed numbers. For instance, love fractions. You like really love fractions,
Me.
right? I mean, one person's detest fractions. You hate fractions with a passion.
I hate
Me.
fractions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me.
I love fractions.
Fractions is my
Adding,
enemy.
subtracting, multiplying, and dividing.
Oh, yeah. So sometimes
Bro hates math
I
in
hate
general.
math.
right? So fractions could be a problem for persons, but you have to become familiar with it, right? And the more you do it, the more you gain confidence, the more you know, the better you will be. And the more you like it, which is interesting because the better you are at something, it increases the likelihood that you would actually like it because you're actually good at it, right? Tris, let's say I hate it. That's many of us. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, let me take a screenshot of this. We have to move on to English language. So what I'll do here is I'm going to move the screen so we can move on to English. Okay.
Mr. Petit, I could take the screenshots of the math notes, please.
1 second. You have this one? Do you have this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, okay. Let me clear all drawings. Clear all drawings. Nothing about math is fun. Wow, that is cruel.
True.
Wow, how is that true? That is not true. That is false. All right. Okay. Alora, I will give that to you once we finish class. I don't want to interrupt us. The last time we were here, we dealt with, oh, that was good. That was a good class. I remember that one.
Mr. Boutique, what are you doing taking that class?
If you're not doing English,
No, sir.
if you're not doing English, then only people who are doing English should stay back. Okay. Okay, so the last time we were here, we did allusion and what else?
And
Metonymy.
Metonymy.
Oh boy.
Metonymy.
Oh boy.
Metonymy.
Metonymy.
Metonymy. I
Very good,
said it
very-
at the wrong time yesterday, but I
Metonymy.
right today.
Metonymy, very good. Metonymy. What we said was an illusion. What's an illusion? And you what? And you what? What is illusion?
Reference made.
A reference made. Okay. Ah, very good. A reference made. Whether it be
Something that's
I remember.
Uh-huh.
It's
In the
like
text.
referencing something popular to
Uh-huh,
refer to something.
Yes,
So they
yes.
could have familiarity between, forming a connection between the two.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. So okay. So we could have a political allusion, right? We could have a sports allusion. We could have a did I say biblical? Biblical, sports, historical, literary, cultural allusion, right?
Religious.
Religious, all those things. Once it's a popular figure, popular event, something popular, and you make a reference to it, and you connect that with something that and you connect that to make it form some sort of connection, then we call that an illusion. Then we have metonymy, which is a little more nuanced than just forming a slight connection. What do we mean by metonymy? What do you mean by metonymy? Y'all remember? Also quiet.
The name of an object that is changed to changed. The name of an object that is closely related to another object, so they interuse those two names.
They use them interchangeably. Very good. When one thing becomes so synonymous with the other thing, so it's such that it becomes, it's as if we're talking about the same thing, right? So we did some metonymies like blood and life. What other metonymy we had? What other metonymy we had? Blood and life. What else?
American cinema and Hollywood.
American cinema and Hollywood. Very good. What else?
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, that's where the absolute cinema thing came from.
Yeah, American cinema and Hollywood. What else?
The press, which is media or news.
The press, right, which is media and news. We also talk about like when
the Pandora box.
The Pandora box. Yeah, we talked about that. And so what we did was the Pandora box was actually an illusion. That wasn't a metonymy. But a metonymy is when you mention something and that thing, that word has become basically larger than itself. It encompasses something broader. It encompasses, like whenever you say that word, it means something else. It means an idea that when you say that word, there's no difference between that word and that idea that you're trying to relate. And so today we're going to be looking at so English language. We're going to be looking at topic adverbial clauses. Adverbial clauses. So adverbial clauses is first of all, it's a type of clause. It's a dependent clause. So we have two different types of clauses in general. We have an independent clause, which means that it stands on its own. It's its own person, right? That's what we mean by an independent clause. It can stand alone. It makes complete sense, right? Independent clause, right? Then you have dependent clauses, and there are various dependent clauses that we could talk about. One or a type of dependent clause, which means that it's not a complete sentence, it's not a complete thought, but it's still necessary because these clauses, they add extra layers, they add extra meaning, they add additional information, and we call them dependent clauses. And so a dependent clause is one that adds extra information, gives us more flavor, gives us more context, right? It helps us out. It helps to fill in the blank, right? And it's added on or it's connected to an independent clause. And so today we're going to be talking about a specific type of dependent clause, and that is an adverbial clause. And the definition of an adverbial clause is the following, right? So we're going to look at adverbial clause, the definition, and the different types, right? So by definition, an adverbial clause is a dependent clause that modifies a verb, it modifies an adjective, it modifies adverbs or entire clauses. It's similar to an adverb itself, right? Modifying adjectives, right? Gives us more information, tells us more about it. So Ms. Morris, can you read the definition of an adverbial clause? Make sure to write this down for me, please. Go ahead, Ms. Morris. Read this for me.
An adverbial clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adverb in sentences. It serves to modify verbs, adjective, adverb, or entire clauses.
Very good. It serves to modify verbs, adjectives, adverbs, or entire clauses. Very good. Where's Antoine? Antoine, can you hear me? Antoine, can you hear me? Where's Antoine? Can't hear from Antoine.
Yes, sir. My
Okay.
mic wasn't turned on, so around.
Okay, go ahead and read the question. Read the sentence for me. The definition of
And
an adverbial clause.
an adverbial clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adverb in sentences. It serves to modify verbs, adjectives, adverbs, or entire clauses.
Very good. It functions as an adverb. So adverbs also modify verbs and adjectives and adverbs or entire clauses, right? So the adverbial clause, it's going to give us more information, but it's a dependent clause. So what type of clause is an adverbial clause? A dependent or independent? Class, what type of clause is an adverbial clause? Is it independent or dependent?
Dependent.
Dependent.
Independent.
Does it stand alone or does it need help?
It needs help.
It needs help. It cannot stand alone. That's what we mean by it's a dependent, right? The dependent clause. Now, there are different types of adverbial clauses, and each one of them gives us more information. They give us more information. And you need to use these adverbial clauses in your writing to add additional information so a person could understand, hey, oh, what is this? What is that? Oh, I understand now. Oh, I get it, right? So that's what I mean by adverbial clauses. The first type of adverbial clause is the adverbial clause of time. And so the adverbial clause of time indicates the time in which something happens, okay? And so go ahead, Sashnik, read the definition for adverbial clause of time. Go ahead and read that for me. Where is Sashnik? I don't know if you can hear me. So let me go to,
I'm here.
okay, go ahead, read the first one. Adverbial clause of time.
Adverbial clause of time. These indicate when an action takes place.
Very good. So an adverbial clause of time tells us when an action takes place. So it adds more information, telling us when an action takes place. Okay? So I could say, Henry runs to the store, right? Henry runs to the store. Do I have an adverbial clause in that sentence? Henry runs to the store. Do I have an adverbial clause of time in that sentence?
Yeah, run. I think run because run is adjective.
No. I'm saying Henry runs to the store. Do
No,
I
sir.
have an adverbial clause of time in the sentence?
No, sir.
No, it didn't say when he run. It just said he run.
Exactly. I didn't say when he run. So in order for me to have an adverbial clause of time, I need to tell you when the action takes place, not just that the action takes place. That's going to be an independent verb, your independent clause. That's fine. But your adverbial clause of time tells us when something happened. So if I said, Henry left the party. Henry left the party. Do I have any adverbial clause in that statement? Henry left the party.
No.
No, sir.
So,
No, that's,
When he left.
I
but
didn't
you
say,
didn't say what time.
I didn't say when, I didn't say what time. So if I don't have an adverbial clause of time, I need to say when. So let's fix that, right? So if I say this example, let's use this example, right? Example. So I say Henry left the party. First of all, is this a sentence? Henry left the party. Is this a sentence?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is this a sentence?
It's
You
not
sure?
a complete
is.
sentence.
Is it a complete
Yes, sir.
sentence?
Yes,
No,
it
it's not a
is.
It
complete
It's
is.
just a
sentence.
It
short
is.
one, but it's still a sentence.
Is it a complete sentence?
It's not a
Yes,
complete
sir.
sentence.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is a
100%.
complete sentence.
It's a complete.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Write yes if you think it's a complete sentence. Write no if you think this is not a complete sentence. Henry left the party. Is this a complete sentence or this is not a complete sentence? Henry left the party. Is this a complete sentence or this is not a complete sentence? Yes if you think it is. No if you think it is not a complete sentence. Henry left the party, right? Yes, if you think it's a complete sentence, right? No, if you think it is not. So what did y'all put? Is it a complete sentence or is it not a complete sentence?
It is.
It is a
It
complete
is
sentence.
not a complete sentence.
All right, let me check the chat. Let me see what y'all have. No. Antoine says no. Some people saying no, 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 sir, no, sir, no, no. Okay, all right. Actually, this is a complete sentence. This is an independent clause. Why? I have a subject. What is my subject?
Henry.
Henry. I have a verb. What is my verb?
Left.
Left. So what action is he doing?
He's leaving.
She's leaving the party. He ready to leave the party, right? So it's
But
a
Mr.
complete,
P,
it's a complete thought. It is a complete thought, right?
Mr. P,
Yes.
who asked if Henry leave the party though?
No, I'm telling you that he left the party. That's a declarative sentence. Remember, you have different types of sentence: declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. This is declarative sentence. I am telling you something, right? So Henry left the party, but is this right? Here's another thing. But does this have an adverbial clause of time?
No, it
No.
No,
doesn't.
sir, it doesn't say when he left.
It doesn't say when he left. So how can I fix this so that it can have an adverbial clause of time?
Henry left the
Last night.
party
Henry left the
at
party
5
Yeah,
p.m.
12 o'clock.
At 12 a.m.
Last night.
last night
midnight.
at midnight. Okay. So let's fix this. If we want to have an adverbial clause of time, I can say Henry left the party after everyone had gone. So after everyone had gone is a clause that's an adverbial clause of time because it's telling me at what time he left the party. Does that make sense to you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
after everyone had gone, is that a complete sentence? After everyone had gone.
Yes, sir.
After everyone had gone, just
No,
that
it
part.
isn't.
No,
Is it?
no. You need
No,
to.
sir, it can't stand on its
That
own.
is a
That's
dependent clause.
A
that's a
independent clause.
It's a dependent clause. Very good.
Dependent.
It needs he left the party, right? It needs that. Okay. So he left the party after everyone had gone. That is a sentence that has an adverbial clause of time. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense.
It does.
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's the first type of adverbial clause. It is giving us additional information. So when you write your sentence, right, instead of making it just a short sentence, oh, he left the party, right? You could expand more, right, by using adverbial clauses. And the first type of adverbial clause you could use is adverbial clause of time. He left the party after everyone had gone. Okay, there's another type of adverbial clause that we could use besides the adverbial clause of time, and that is an adverbial clause of place. Okay, an adverbial clause of place. This will be the second one, adverbial clause of place. Okay, an adverbial clause of place. Now, the adverbial clause of place, what it does, it tells us where. So the adverbial clause of time tells us what? It tells us when, and the adverbial clause of time, clause of place tells us what?
Where?
Where. Go ahead, Alexandria Charlo, and read adverbial clause of place. Alexandria Charlo, can you hear me? Alexandria Charlo. Okay, so here's what to do. Since I don't want to call on the one who's not ready to read. So if you are able and ready to read, put your name in the chat so I can call on you, and I'm just going to use that list. If you're able and ready to read, put your name in the chat. Go ahead, Crimson. Read adverbial clause, please.
An adverbial clause is a dependent clause that
No,
functions as...
adverbial clause of place, just that one.
Okay. Adverbial clause of place. These indicate where an action occurs.
Very good. They tell us where an action takes place. Adverbial clause of time tells us when. Adverbial clause of place tells us where. Okay. And so let's say I said that she hid the treasure. Or let's say, since Crimson read it, let's say I said Crimson hid the treasure. Okay, so let's write that sentence. Crimson, example. Example. Crimson hid the treasure. Is this a complete sentence? Crimson hid the treasure. Is this a complete sentence?
It is.
Is this a complete sentence?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We have the subject. Who's the subject?
Crimson.
Crimson. What's the verb?
Hid.
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 And we know what did she hide, right? But I
Yes.
need to have an adverbial clause of place. So how am I going to you know, add that? How are we gonna finish this sentence so we could include
You're gonna put
adverb?
where?
In
She
the
has
sun.
where?
Add a location.
Add a location. So what are we gonna say?
Crimson hid the
Music.
treasure
In the
behind the tree.
sand.
Behind the tree. I like that.
In
What
the
else?
sand.
In the sun. Okay.
In a cave.
In a cage. Oh, you say a cage or a case?
Cave. Cave.
Cave.
In the box.
In
Yeah.
the box, right? Okay. In the box.
In a chest.
In a chest. All right. All right. So Crimson hid the
Treasure.
the treasure. I'm gonna say where no one could find it.
Find it.
Where no one could find it, right? So what did I add here? The adverbial clause of place. Now, where no one can find it, if I start the sentence as where no one could find it, you'll be like, what? Like, that don't even make sense. But because I have Crimson hid the treasure, then where no one can find it, even though it's a dependent clause, it still is able to work. Okay. Go ahead. Jada, read the definition of adverbial clause of place and also the example.
Adverbial clause of place. These indicate where an action occurs. Example, Crimson hid the treasure where no one could find it.
Very good. And what is the adverbial clause in the sentence?
Where no one could find it.
And no one can find it. Okay, what are two adverbial clauses that we know so far? Two adverbial clauses that we know so far.
Adverbial clause of time. Adverbial clause of place.
Man.
And adverbial clause of place. Very good. Are we writing this down? Because I'm on here and a few persons responding. Are you writing this down or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not hearing from Adron. I'm not hearing from Ajani. I'm not hearing from Amia. I'm not hearing from Danaj. Question, are you all writing this down? Is my question. Let me know if you're writing this down.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can I read the next one?
Say it again.
Can I read the next one, sir?
Yeah, I said if you want to read, you have to put your name in the chat. That's what I
didn't.
said. Well, I'm getting to your name. All right. Okay. Let's read the next. Let's go to the third one, the third adverbial clause. Okay, the third adverbial clause that we're going to be looking at. So we have the adverbial clause of time, the adverbial clause of place, and all of them is just adding information, giving us more information. Okay, or more information. So the next type of adverbial clause that we have is going to be, and this is literally the same thing as adverbs. Adverbs tell us when, adverbs tell us where, right? Adverbs tell us to what extent, and adverbs also tell us the manner, or how something is done. Okay, the manner. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this third adverbial clause. Go ahead.
Did I have a question?
Can
you have more than one adverbial clause in a sentence?
Give me an example. What you thinking about?
I don't really have an example. I just asked him.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. You can have that. Okay. So go ahead. Jada already read. Crimson already read. Who else on the list? Go ahead, Malik. Read the adverbial clause of manner.
Number 3, adverbial clause of manner. These describe how an action is performed. Example, he apologized in a way that made everyone forgive him.
Very good. Very good. So what is the adverbial clause in the sentence, the third one? What is the adverbial clause?
In a way that made everyone forgive him.
Very good. In a way that made everyone forgive him. So what are the 3 types of adverbial clauses we have so far? Adverbial clause of
When
time, adverbial clause of place, and adverbial clause of manner, which is basically when, where, and how, right? When, where, and how. That's the adverbial clause of time, adverbial clause of place, and adverbial clause of manner. And they just adding more information to the independent clause, helping us understand it more, giving us more information. And so it helps when you're stuck and you don't know how to add more, you just could use adverbial clauses. Can anyone think about what's going to be the other one? We have when, where, and how.
Why?
Why. Very good. It's going to be why. It's going to be why. And that one is going to be the adverbial clause of what? If it's why, it's going to be the adverbial clause of what?
Reason?
Of reason. Very good. Of reason. Adverbial clause of reason. Okay. Y'all are very smart crew. So adverbial clause of reason. So Malik has already read. Let me go with who hasn't read yet? Malik. Ethan Adderley. I see you put your name in there in the chat. Go ahead and read that adverbial clause of reason. Read that one.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Adverbial clause of reason. These tell us why something happens. Example, he failed an exam because he didn't study.
Very good. He failed his exam because he didn't study. And I don't want to use any contractions because we try not to use any contractions in our writing, especially if we're doing any formal type of writing like expository, argumentative essays. We try not to use contractions. But if it's narrative essay where you have to use like loose language in dialogue, you can do contractions. But for formal essays, formal letters, we do not use contractions. So he failed his exam. Is that a sentence on its own? He failed his exam. Is that a standalone independent clause? Yes, it is a standalone independent clause. Because he did not study, what is that? How do we describe that? What do we say that is? That is what?
A dependent clause.
That's a what?
Adverbial. It's a adverbial clause of reason.
Adverbial clause of reason. Can you all give me some adverbial clause of reason? I have, he failed his exam because he did not study. Can you all give me any other adverbial clause of reason?
Because I was hungry.
Because I was hungry. I want you to use it in a sentence.
I ate the food because I was hungry.
Very good. He went to hell because he did not love God. Ouch. Isaiah. It's Isaiah.
Well, he ain't lying.
Where's Isaiah?
I'm here.
Ouch. You come out with the heat. Like, wow. Ouch. Like that, wow. Anyone else? Give me a sentence with an adverbial clause of reason. Put inside the chat. I have Alea, he got in a car crash because he was focused on his phone. Very good. Who else? Come on, y'all have to put your adverbial clause of reason in the chat. I have, he failed his exam because he didn't study. That's an adverbial clause of reason inside of that sentence. Isaiah said he went to hell because he did not love God. Alea said he got in the car crash because he was focused on his phone. Jason fell down the stairs because he didn't believe in karma. Ouch. Wow. Man. She ate spoiled food, causing her to get food poisoning. She died because she ate glue. Wow. Oh, why would, anyway, he got slapped. Antoine, come on. He got slapped because he wouldn't mind his business. Wow. He didn't. He ran fast as he could, as fast as he could from a chimpanzee. She burned her food because she was focused on her phone. Very good. I was broke all weekend because I reached to the bank when it was closed. I did some scratches this morning because I have PE today. Okay. Shanice ate a rat and died because she thought it was rubber. Wow. These are dark. She smiled because she felt beautiful. I like that. He got killed because he talks too much. My. Wow. Wow. All right. This is a lot. This is a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Some dangerous people in this class.
I know. Very, very dangerous. Dogs bit him because he didn't run fast enough. He smelled funny because he hadn't is not a word. I mean, we don't want to use contractions. He smelled funny because he did not shower today.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, what you mean by contractions?
Like they are, and you connected with their, like didn't, couldn't, shouldn't. Like we do the regular words. Should not, could not, like we separate them, right? Try not to use contractions. Okay. That's a adverbial clause of reason. Let's go move on right along. We go on to the fifth one. Okay. The next one. So we have 4 types of adverbial clauses. I want you to describe them with one word. 4 types of adverbial clauses. Describe them in one word.
When, where, how, why.
Very good. Say it again, Jada.
When, where, how, and why.
Very good. Now use the word I give you all. The words I give you all. Time. Let's go. Time. What else?
Time, place, manner, why.
Time. In order. Let's go.
Time,
place,
manner,
reason.
And reason. Very good. Time, place, manner, and reason. Okay, so if we have when, where, how, and why, then what is another adverbial clause we could have?
What?
The adverbial clause of what? Okay. Anyone else? So we have the adverbial clause of time, the adverbial clause of place, the adverbial clause of manner, the adverbial clause of reason. The fifth one is going to be what?
Is how possible?
We already have how. That's manner.
Where?
Where? We already have where. That's place.
What?
Okay. Do you need a hint?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, if is the hint.
What we supposed to do with the word if?
What was the question?
I want you to tell me another adverbial clause, and I'm using. Okay, so I have the adverbial clause of time, adverbial clause of place, adverbial clause of manner, adverbial clause of reason, right? What is the next adverbial clause I could have? And I give you all if.
Possibility.
Say it again.
Possibility.
Possibility.
Solution.
Tan, no.
Information.
Solution.
Prediction.
Okay. Let me give you all the sentence then. This is a giveaway at this point. We will go to the beach if the weather is nice. What is the adverbial clause in that sentence?
Condition.
The weather is nice.
If the weather is
Condition.
nice. Condition. Very good. Condition.
Condition.
Yeah, condition. Adverbial clause of condition. Okay. So adverbial clause of condition. Go ahead. Oh, I don't think y'all can see it, right? So
No, not yet.
okay. What I need to do is, because it's getting too small, let me move this so y'all could be able to see it properly. The adverbial clause of condition. Okay, who's the next person who's supposed to be reading? Let me see. Rashad Sinclair. Read number 5, adverbial clause of condition.
Adverbial clause of condition. These express a condition or situation that must be met for another action to occur.
So it expresses a condition or situation that must be met in order for something else to happen. All right. So, like I said, I don't want to use contractions, so we will go to the beach. Okay. So go ahead, read the example, Rashad.
Example, we will go to the beach if the weather is nice.
Very good. So what is the adverbial clause in this one?
If the weather is nice.
If the weather is nice.
If the weather is nice.
Very good. So that's the condition that must be met in order for what? In order for the action to happen. Okay. So adverbial clause of time, adverbial clause of place, adverbial clause of manner, adverbial clause of reason, adverbial clause of condition. There are more adverbial clauses. Should I go to other adverbial clauses, or y'all think that's enough? So all y'all need to know.
No. You can go. You can continue.
You think that's good?
That's there. You take right there. Five is a good number.
You think 5 is a good number? You think that's a pretty nice
think
one?
so.
Think
If
so?
you say do
What else
too
you
much,
have?
that's it.
Mr. Petit, I ain't gonna lie, I run all day today, so I tired.
So they don't have nothing but saying what, because I know mostly when you hear people say is what, why, when, and how.
What, why, when, and how?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one that we're gonna use is the adverbial clause of, because I still have persons' names who need to read, so I gotta make sure they read something. And this one is sort of like it's 8:38. Okay. What I'm going to do is, because 8:38, and I want y'all to do exercise. So what I'll do is I'm going to post the next two in the chat. Because I don't think y'all could be able to write all this. So I'm going to post inside the chat for you, for those who want the extra two. But the next two is going to be the adverbial clause of consequence, all right? And the adverbial clause of intention or purpose, okay? So that'll be 6 and 7, all right? Adverbial clause of purpose or intention, and on the adverbial clause of consequence. I have them inside the chat if you want to write them down, just so you can have a good understanding of it. Then you could write that down. It's gonna be the 7th one. Okay. Okay, so far we have 5 that I officially gave y'all. And then 2 others that are also important, but we just didn't have enough time to like dissect it. Okay, so adverbial clause of consequence. Go ahead. What's his name? Kevin Wallace. Can you hear me, Kevin? Kevin Wallace. Kevin Wallace, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read the adverbial clause of consequence. That one. Read that.
No, I don't even see it.
It's inside the chat. It's inside the chat.
Adverbial cause of consequence. These describe the consequence or the result of an action. Example, he studied so much that he aced the test.
Very good. So he studied so much that he aced the test. That is the consequence of what?
He studied so much.
Of studying so much. Very good. And then the last one is, go ahead. Go ahead, Genesis reading. Read the last one, adverbial clause of purpose.
Adverbial clause of purpose. These indicate the intention or purpose behind an action. Example, he worked hard so that he could afford a vacation.
Very good. He worked hard so that he could afford a vacation. That's his purpose. That's why he worked hard. Okay. Okay. All right. So, are y'all finished writing the ones I have on the screen? I mean, if y'all finished writing that down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again, let me know if y'all finished writing this down, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Once we send it, can we leave?
No, we're not done. We're not done. All right.
What do you want me to finish on at university?
I didn't say we could leave it. We have to do a great exercise. All right, so let's do the great exercise. All right, so with the great exercise, oopsies. Let me see. I don't want to. The great exercise, what I want you to do is I want you to put your answers inside the chat. I'm going to put different adverbial, different sentences with adverbial clauses in them. And your job is to tell me which type of adverbial clause is it? Is it adverbial clause of time, condition, reason, manner, consequence, purpose, whatever you think it is, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and just put the answers in the chat, all right? Just put your answers inside the chat.
So you don't have to write it down?
No, don't write it down. We don't have enough time for that. All right, so go ahead. Let me see who's
Write down.
no, don't write it down. Just put your answers inside the chat. Lanaya, are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you read the questions for me, please?
Sure. Sorry. Okay, instructions. Identify the following adverbial clauses. Number 1, she arrived at the party after everyone had left. Number 2, they will go hiking if the weather improves. Number 3, he will complete his assignment as quickly as possible. Number 4, he missed the call because he overslept. Number 5, the car skied.
Skied? Yeah. Skidded.
Oh my God. Skidded off the road where the ice was thickest. Number 6, we will have a picnic wherever you prefer. Number 7, she ran to the store before it started raining.
Okay, good. So what I want you to do is I want you to put inside the chat, what type of adverbial clause is it? Is it an adverbial clause of time, condition, reason, purpose, consequence, manner? Any one of the 7 that you think it is, all right? Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Makaya, what number you on? Again, put your answers inside the chat. Makaya, what number you on? Makaya Roca.
Number 4.
Number 4, very good. Antoine Fernanda, what number you on?
I think I'm on number 3.
You think you're on number 3 or you on number 3? Which one?
I on number 3, but
Okay.
sorry, because I was writing the answer and then yeah.
Okay. Destiny Johnson, what number you on?
I'm on number 5.
Number 5. Isaiah Brown, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. And Kamika Hepburn, what number you on? Kamika Hepburn, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. And
Yeah.
Megan Penniman, what number you on?
I'm on number 3.
Number 3. Okay. And Tiffany Morris, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5, very good. And Trayvon Monka, what number you on?
I on number 6.
Number 6, very good. Is there anyone who is finished? Is there anyone who's finished? Let me know if you're finished, please.
Technically me, but I skipped one because I had completely no clue what to put.
Yeah, you have no clue what to put. Anyone else? Anyone else?
I'm done.
Okay. All right. Okay, what we have for number 1? She arrived at the party after everyone had left. What do you have for number 1?
Time.
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 Why do you have time for that one?
Because it said
Because
when
it
she
says
left.
Time.
Very good. Time. Time is correct. Time, because after everyone had left, that's the time, right? Time. How many persons had that? Time for that one. Let me know if you had that.
Me.
Very
I
good.
did.
Very good.
I did.
I did.
I did.
They will go hiking if the weather improves. What is that one?
condition.
Conditioning.
Condition.
Condition. Very good.
Condition.
Condition.
condition, adverbial clause of condition, if the weather improves. Okay. He will complete his assignment as quickly as possible. As
Time.
quickly
Manner.
as possible.
Manner.
What is that?
Time.
I put time.
It's manner.
Time.
I have
Manner.
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 I put manner.
Manner. In what way?
What?
Yeah, in what way? How? How is he completing it? How is he completing it? As quickly as possible. All right. He missed the call because he overslept.
Reason.
Because he
Consequence.
No. He missed the call because he overslept.
Reason.
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 Reason. Reason. The car skidded off the road where the ice was thickest.
Place.
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 Place, definitely place. 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 We will have a picnic wherever you prefer.
Place.
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 Yeah, that's also
Place.
place.
Oh.
Also place, yeah,
Mr.
wherever you
Petit,
prefer. Yes.
question, they gonna have these same like answers we putting in? They gonna have it in the answer box, or
No,
you
no, no,
just
no, no.
gotta know to put it?
No. This is just you understanding grammar rules and stuff like that. All right. But then they have a box that you just fill in the blank or like that. No. These are going to be inside stories. Your goal is to be able to understand the stories and answer the questions based on the stories that are given. But this class is just for you to understand what makes up a sentence and how adverbial clauses can help you to expand your sentence, add additional information to the sentence, and what exactly to do when you encounter something like that. All right. Number 7, she ran to the store before it started raining.
Time.
Which all have for that one, number 7?
Purpose.
Time.
Time. So it's time, condition, manner, reason, place, and time. Anyone got 7 or the 7? 7 or the 7?
I did.
7 or the 7?
I did.
7 or the
Me.
7?
No, sir.
I get 6 on 7.
No,
7 or the
sir.
7?
I
7 or
got
the
5
7?
out of 7.
7 or the 7? Anyone got 6 or the 7?
No,
I get
sir.
6
I
out
get
of
6
7.
or the 7. Yeah, far
I
from
get
7.
6 or the
6
7.
or the
I get
7?
6 out of 7.
6 or the 7. All right. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Like, again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and
I
send it
thought
to
you
me
said you weren't supposed to write this.
via WhatsApp. I mean, of the notes. If you have already done this, then if you've already done that, if you're already sent in your work, have a wonderful evening. I'll see you all tomorrow. God's spare life. Have a wonderful evening.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
The math notes, Mr. Petit.
No problem.
Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Sunday or another class. You could